Hello there and welcome to the new Power BI dashboard tutorial. And in this Power BI dashboard tutorial, I will show you this dashboard, which yesterday I created it into Tableau and I showed you step by step how you can do that. And now today I am developing the same dashboard into Power BI. So will help you understand how you can create all of these components, similar type of layout, and a fully functional dashboard in the end. So stay tuned with me and I will show you how to create each component step by step. So before I move ahead, quick information that in the description you will find a Google Sheet link where I keep all of my Power BI related videos so that you can easily access those, right? So make sure you check out that, and some more information of other projects is also present in description, so that will be helpful for you if you are looking for more projects. With that, let's go into the Power BI. All right, so here we are into this Power BI and we have this data set, and in data set link is present in the description, and data set I have is the win-loss, sales win-loss data set. So what it has is basically some opportunities that gets captured into the CRM, and then from that opportunities we can identify the opportunity information and the result as to whether this opportunity got won or lost, or what really happened, right? So let me bring it up here and expand this. So this is an opportunity. What is a supply group, subgroup, region under which this opportunity is, route to market, elapsed days in stage, like different forecasting stages, pipeline, best case commit, what is the final result, sales stage count change, total days identified, so on and so forth, right? So all of this information, and some of the important information we will going to use is the opportunity amount that we have it inside this, just to indicate like how many opportunity we are winning and losing, and create a ratio, like for winning $1 are we losing $5 sort of a situation, right? Or sort of a information. Okay, so with that, I will simply go and say close and apply, and then we will see the data in the front end. I was just checking whether everything is fine or not. So this data set, where it is present, let me show you. So the link I share with you is for my Google Drive, and over here there is this spreadsheet called data sets. You need to come over here and then create, basically open this up, and here you will have the sales win-loss dashboard, right? Okay, now let me go back to Power BI. So we have connected the data, here it is present, and if you will see, we have got information, opportunity amount USD, opportunity number, sales stage, all of that information, competitor type, and so on and so forth. So some of the fields we will going to use it that are important for us is the opportunity amount USD, where we will see that for winning one opportunity amount, how much, for winning $1 of opportunity amount, how many dollars is what we are losing. So this is a formula. Again, from a formula perspective, this is a very basic understanding I'm giving you. In each company, they may have a different way of formulating it. So don't use it as like a benchmark. If you are producing it in your company, you need to have a discussion with the subject matter experts as to how do they want to show the information. But if you are creating your data analyst portfolio project, then you should not have any issue. You can create it and make sure you are able to explain it. Okay, so we have this opportunity amount USD. So if I bring this up and just show you, this is the overall opportunity amount. We will see 7 billion, right? Now in the 7 billion, we have some win opportunities and loss opportunities. So what we can do is opportunity result is here. If I bring it over here, it will show won and loss. So 7 billion, right? Total. But how many are lost? 6 billion. How many we have won is only 1 billion, right? So looks like for winning 1 billion opportunities, we are losing 7 billion. That's like a big number, right? So that is something what we will going to produce over here. And for that, I will create some calculations. So first thing first is we will create a calculation for win measure for won and loss, right? So won deal amount, and I will use hash so that all my measures are up at top. and we will say calculate sum of opportunity amount USD and opportunity result is equals to 1, right? Capital W, if I remember it correctly. Close this and Control A, Control C, because I will going to need the same for loss. Just need to change the name of the filter and field. So rather than 1, this time I will say loss. As you can see, 1 has come over here at top because I'm using hash so that I don't have to search where my measure is. And now in this case, I will simply say loss. Okay. All right. So the loss amount is actually, or the ratio that we need to show, as I was showing it in the dashboard, 1:7, 1:6, or 1:5, whatever the ratio is. So our base is 1. For winning $1, how much we are losing, and this losing value will going to change. So remember that, because 1 we will keep it fixed, which is basically the winning amount, and lose ratio is something what I will show you. So to do that, what I need is another measure to show the loss ratio, and I will say hash loss ratio, which is dividing the loss deal amount with won deal amount. So that is what I was saying. This formula can be different in different companies. Some may say, hey, no, you might want to divide the loss by overall amount. Some may basically say, no, you want to divide the loss by only one amount. So whatever is the definition that you are coming up with, it all depends on the business scenario. For this example, I'm simply saying this is my loss ratio. So let me show you what my loss ratio is really coming. So this is what it is coming, close to 5. So it's like for winning $1, you are actually losing $5, or for winning 1 billion, you are actually losing basically around 5 billion into the opportunity amount. Okay, so let me close this, and for this what I'll do is I will say this one I will say 0, and this becomes my second ratio, the loss ratio. I need a 1 ratio. 1 ratio will always be 1. So there is this one more measure I will going to create, which is ratio KPI text. Ratio KPI text, because this is something which will go everywhere when I will use it overall at a company level and by each channel. Okay. So for that, I will use the formula called concatenate, and I will show you why I'm using that. So our first value is 1, right? Because this is the first part of the ratio, which is winning, and then in double quotation, colon, and quotation closed, ampersand, and we will say loss ratio, right? And I'll show you what it means. So this is what it will going to create, another ratio KPI text. If I bring it over here, what it will give us, 1:4.555. Now here it is not taking the impact of the formatting that we have done on the loss ratio over here. So what do we need? We need to basically specify a custom formatting here itself by using the function called format, and we have to simply say format, comma, and formatting is nothing but hash, because we don't want to show any decimal, and close this and enter, and this should show 1:5. Okay, so all of this very easy. As I showed you, couple of formula you need to create and you will be able to create this. Okay, once I have this, right, then I can create couple of more KPIs. Control C, Control V, Control C, Control V, CV, Control C, Control V, and I can move this up, and one more is here already. 1, 2, 3, 4, and I guess I need maybe one more to see Control V. So I have the 5 KPIs. Okay, so this is at company level, right? So we will not have any filter. But if you have seen my initial video or initial screenshot, I am basically creating the ratio then by each route to market. So what is route to market? Let me show you. The route to market is basically different ways you are going into the field and selling your product. So you have field sales, other reseller, tele coverage, tele sales. So what I'm doing is I am basically coming over here and saying route to market, putting it on the visual and saying field sales. Okay. Then coming over here, bringing route to market over here and saying other. Then coming over here, bringing route to market to the visual and saying reseller. Then coming here, route to market and tele coverage. So you can see clearly very high dollar amount we are losing in tele coverage. Maybe something you may not want to, follow, or as a company you don't want to follow that. Okay, so this is what it is. So this is where the beneficial part is. Reseller is basically the one where you are losing the less, and that's the insights we are giving it to the leadership. So let me just remove this by deleting it. So once we have this, right, I'll just do a bit of a formatting here because we have to produce the output as well. So I want to just make sure that we take time and we produce this and close this, right? And this is basically going here, and this one is I will just go and increase the page size by going into the canvas setting. I am saying custom and height, let me say 1000. Okay, so now I have proper space. Okay, just bit of a setting, and then we can produce it. Okay, I can do this and very easily then I will be able to produce the text. The only thing which I am doing is I am bringing them down a little bit, and then what I will do is I will select all of this, including, I will select all of this, format, align, distribute vertically, right? The only thing is this one, if you see the text over here, yeah, so this formatting is basically just required to make sure that it's properly aligned. Okay, this one, let's just make sure it is here and it is here. Okay, once we have done that, then what do we need is basically text over here, the text box, which will say the value for each one, right? So for this, what was the value? Field sales, right? So we will say field sales, Control A. We will just do the formatting once and for all, and we will say what, 16? No, maybe 20. For the more, probably 24. I think 24 is good. So this is done. This is also done. So we want to make sure that it is in alignment with what is having, because we have to also choose the color for both of them, right? So this and this. Okay. So once we have field sales, maybe you want to do is press 1 enter so that, or 2 enter so that it is centrally aligned. So once we have finalized this, Control C, Control V, and then we may want to make sure that it is in alignment and it is also in alignment, right? All of this goes in a long way when we basically do the color coding. So this is other, so we will say other. Okay, Control C, Control V. Let's bring this down. Okay, perfect. The only thing which is not, which is this, and this 1:3, I think it's reseller. So let's do that. We will say reseller, right? Done. Control C, Control V is something which I've done it over there. Let me bring this down. Perfect. And this is what tele coverage. Control Z, tally coverage. Okay, so now this is slightly bigger, so what I can do is I can maybe not this, I don't like this, just so that it is like an alignment. Okay, and what I would probably do is, rather than changing the alignment again for everyone, maybe we just bring this down to, who knows, 20 tally coverage. Yeah, 20. 20. Consistency is key when you are designing the dashboard, and slowly it will. Tally coverage is fine, and then copy and paste, and let's do this last piece, I believe. Okay, and this is what telesales. Okay, so you have done that. Next thing you will do is, one by one you will select this, right click and group. Okay, and after making it a group, you can change its color. So we have these so many colors, as you can see. I'm just trying to see the background and change it. Okay, so it is what I'll do is, I need to basically select this, each one, effects, and I need to remove the background, and even in this case I need to reduce. Same way I will do it everywhere, just so that it will start taking the impact. And I will show you the color code also, which I will use to create a similar layout. So you can see I'm just unchecking the coverage, the background for each of the components. So for a higher component I can give the one color rather than providing it 2 times. Okay, now I have this. Let me bring the color codes. Alright, so in text box I will bring the color codes which are here, and I will expand that so that one can easily see this. So Control A, and I will make it 20. Alright, so this is our first color code. I'll copy this, which then I will use it over here, going here in background, effects, more color, and I'll paste it. Okay, this is first, and then I just need to make sure I am grouping these together. Group. Let me do it for rest of the other component as well. Group, click, group, and right click, group. Okay, so this is for second. So okay, so this one is basically for at the top, but over here I have the second color. So this is in the order. Control C. For this one I will just do a change one more time, maybe it should be okay. Effects, more color, Control V, Control V, 176. I think one is gone. I hope that's the color. No. Okay. 176 TA. Let me just write it. 176D6A. I'm trying to see why it is not changing the color. That's a weird behavior. 176. Yeah, I think looks like it has changed. And then this one, right? Background, more color, and we are saying third color, 1B8373. Okay, this one is this color. Okay, possibly it is taking the impact away. Okay, so more colors. 1E946E. 1E946E. Now let's come over here, background, and then over here more colors. 43AD7D. Alright, let's come over here, background, and then more colors. 6AD499. Okay, and this one we have to still do it. First of all, remove this background. So what do we need is basically a bigger text box or some more place actually. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We will give it a space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. As you can see, there is a lot of space that we are keeping it there. So I will just bring this down, just so that proper spacing we can maintain. After we are done this, if we want, we can just put it like this, format, align vertically so that proper spacing is there. Now I have more space over here, and I bring the text box so that I can keep it here at the top, and then we can basically create the text or impact that we were doing there. So we are saying win-loss conversion ratio, right? Let's maybe call it 16 or 20. Then we bring this one is to 5, right? And we can write a small text which is and that is we are losing almost $5 to win $1. Okay, now that 1:5 is not coming, to bring that, basically what do we need? We need to come over here in view, selections, right? This is the card, I believe, which I need to bring it above the text box. So text box, where is the text box? This is the text box. Okay, so we probably need it later, and there is this text box, so I can bring this up. Okay, so now we have this win-loss ratio 1:5, and that's the color. Now for this, I will just select both of them, and we will say group and group, right? Now for this, the only thing which I will do is I will select the text box in effects, move this for the card, general effects. This is already gone, right? Now I will select the group, which is group number 6. So come over here in effects, background, right? And in background, I will change the color to this color, right? And then we have to also change the font colors. So font color will be white, and the color of card will also be the white. Okay, same case over here. Group, text box, color will be white. Where is that? Are we getting any? Nope. So let me do it one by one. So this is a small formatting thing to make your dashboard look good. and in alignment with how we are doing, basically following the different dashboard. And white, right? Then over here, here for this particular text, we will say call out value. No, not this, but white. We want this value will also be white. Also, this value, I was thinking of using formatting option, but it may change the background color as well. That's why I'm not doing this. So I'm just doing this one process. And the best practice is, you design your first entire visual so that you can copy and paste the formatting. You don't have to do it like this again and again. That's the best practice to follow once you have become an experienced developer. Okay, so you have all of this created. We need a title. So in the home, we will say the title, sales win-loss analysis. It's very small, so 24 sales win-loss analysis dashboard, right? Okay, so let's maybe up until here we will bring it like this. Okay, and let's try to change it to maybe 32. Yep, 32 is good enough. And we will say win-loss analysis, right? So this entire piece we will try to keep it like this, sales win-loss analysis, but loss will be highlighted, only loss will be highlighted with the gray color. Okay, and you'll call it bold sales win-loss analysis dashboard, because loss we will going to indicate with the gray color. All right, if you see this text is something which is coming. What you need to do is you need to uncheck category label and this will be gone, and we need to do it for everyone, right? So once we have done that, now the next thing is, if I keep it like this, so the next thing is what do we need is basically a bar chart to show the win-loss analysis. So what do we have is this chart over here. I will keep it like this, right? And we will move it till the end. Come on. Okay, it is basically taking the, and if you feel it difficult like this, what you can do is you can always, okay, so first thing first is I need to add field, then the formatting will come. So my field is subgroup, supplier subgroup on x-axis, and I have the opportunity amount, right? So this is basically each of my groups and their values. Okay, and then I have the legend as the opportunity amount, opportunity result. Okay, so what do I need? I basically need not this chart but this chart. Okay, so I have the win and loss. Now what do I need? I need to just make sure that I color code it correctly, and the way I can color code it by going into the column, I need to show the loss with this, and I need to show the won, let's say, by this color, and then we will keep it continuous. So won is always green, right? That's why, and because we are doing that, we don't have to show the legend, right? Also, chart title is something over here, title. We will say amount win-loss by amount win-loss by supplier group, right? So we are good. We don't need this y-axis, So what do we do is come over here in y-axis, remove that, also remove the title. But then if we are not showing this, we need the labels, data labels over there, as you can see. And these data labels is in billions. What do we do is we can make it, let's say, in millions, right? So how much bigger or smaller the value is. Okay. Now what I can do is, let me just remove that. Remove. Okay. So I have this part. Then I need to create 3 pie chart to show the win-loss information by competitor. One more thing, over here we don't need this subtitle for x-axis, so I will keep away the title part. All right. Now what do we have is basically these 3 charts which I will produce. This is by each competitor. So what do we have is basically values is opportunity amount for sure. Value is opportunity amount, and it is by the win loss, so that is opportunity result, right? And then we have to be not selection but filter, we have to show it by each competitor. So first thing first is I will just make sure that I do the formatting correctly. So loss is with this, won is by this, so that it is consistent everywhere. And then I don't show title like this, and title I can change it later as well, because this will be for each competitor. So this is good, but I don't want to show the legend. We already know this is won, this is loss. So we have this finally, and then I will put the competitor type over filter known, right? Copy and paste, bring this down, and we will say competitor type is none. Okay, Control C, Control V, and let's come over here. Competitor type is unknown. All right, so now what do we do is we basically select this, format, and align vertically. Okay, so now we have aligned this vertically. Now what I can do is I can change the title for this. So this is coming in general title, competitor, COMPETIT, competitor type known, copy, and this will be what, vertical, central, right? And text color, background color, what will be my background color is slightly dark, right? So like this, and my text color will be this much. Okay, so competitor type known. This coming over here, text color is this, background color is this, alignment is horizontal, and we will say competitor type is none. Then coming over here, competitor type is unknown. Okay, so text color is this, background color is, sorry, not this one, but this one, and central aligned, right? So that way we have created these 3 charts which were there, and over there we need one title. So we will take a text box and I will bring it up here, and we will say win loss by COMPETIT by competitor, centrally aligned, and let's call it maybe 20. Okay, expand this a little bit, move this up. Okay, and let's see if it is fitting over this criteria over here, so that perfect. Yeah, the only thing is I will align this like this and then reduce the text from this to 18. Yep, 18 is good enough. Perfect. Okay, so this is done. And then what do we need is another this one to show the detailed information. Okay, let's bring it till here. All right, and let's create some more separation so that we can show the details properly. Okay, so for the details, this is where the details will come. For the details, what do we need is basically this table, right? And this is where we will try to show every detail, but I believe not every detail will come. So will loss by competitor, and in this case I will make it centrally aligned, because in this case it doesn't matter, but here this needs to be in alignment with this. Okay, perfect. So we need opportunity number here, so let's come over here. First thing first is, what do we need opportunity number? We need region, and we don't need aggregation. Don't summarize, okay, because it was making it as all right. So we have region, and after region what do we need is basically route to market. So we will bring this here, from route to market to supplies subgroup is here, and then finally the opportunity amount over here, right? So what I can do is I can reduce this, and I guess we can even reduce this, and opportunity amount USD is also something we can reduce. Yep, all good. So it is coming in one single table. Finally, what can we do is basically I was showing the circle over there. So to do that, what we need to do is basically come over here into conditional formatting, icons, right? And here we need to choose the opportunity result. So a summarization, this is something we need to choose. First is okay, custom is fine. When the value is won, then what do we need is basically the green, right? So that's what we need to choose. From here, these are all the icons that we can choose. So I can choose I don't know, let's choose green only, and new rule is loss. So what icon I need to choose? Something related to gray, which is probably this icon. Other than that, I don't see. Yeah, this icon is also good. Click OK, and we have these icons. Now the only thing which I don't like is this size of the icon, which is quite big, but in my case I had it very small. I'm just checking image size. No, I don't think so. Cell element. So even in the cell element we have this icons. This is already enabled, but again this is not very custom, right? So that's what we can at least show, and which is very similar to what we created in Tableau. And the only thing is filter over here. So in visualization over here, I will bring some slicer, two slicers, slicer 1. All right, I will delete Control Z. What did I do? Completely crazy. Control Z. I think this was selected, so we need to make sure this is, we are selecting somewhere outside. Slicer, supply group slicer, and we can create supply subgroup just so that it is there. And also slicer settings, we make it drop down so that it is coming there. Perfect. Okay, so this is aligned here, and on top also it is properly aligned. One last thing, to give a proper impact to entire dashboard, change this background image. So canvas background, I will make it this, and transparency, let's set 50, not 50, let's set 30, and this is, come on, this is the color. And why it has done that? 16:9. Okay, I don't know why it has done that. Maybe I pressed something incorrectly. So I need it 1000. Perfect. Now it is coming. And 1280 is fine. And then we can come over here. 30 is the transparency. Maybe we can choose 40. Yeah, 40 is also good. Then we can bring this down a little bit. Move this up. Yeah. And for this also, we bring it down up until here. And then pretty much we are there. The only thing is, last thing, increase this size over here. So for that you can go into general properties, height and width. You can increase it, as you can see, 913, 915, up to us how much we want to increase, right? Once we have done that, we can align every other component very easily. Yeah, and this one as well. Okay, so with that you can see it's quite easy that we can go and create dashboard like this. It takes some time obviously to go through each component and measures and all of that, and then designing of the dashboard is also a critical part, which then we can cover it something like this by creating each component. So I hope you enjoyed the session. Let me know how did you find it, and I wait for your comments or feedback. And if you have any question, let me know. I will reach out to you, or I will respond to you. All right, thank you so much. Let's meet in next session.